My name is Adrian Japlet, and this is Saving Face auditions for December whatever. I don't know when it is, but it's for doing two pieces of spoken word. This first one is called Twisted. This girl has got it straight twisted. I cannot deny anything, it's just so wrong. I mean, let me break it down for you. I catch her staring at me, then when I turn as if it weren't obvious, she looks away. Then we're at the theater sitting side by side, I'm trying to watch the movie, but her damn hair gets all up in my face. I try to get all cute and hold her around her waist, but she says that tickles. But she's probably insecure that I felt her not so flat stomach, yeah. Pretty sure that was the case. Then I try to hold her hand, but she says she doesn't want to because she says her hand gets all moist. I put my hand on her leg, and it's come to my attention that shaving them today wasn't even a choice. Because if it was, then explain to me why at each follicle there feels some sort of sharpness, some sort of point. Now let me reiterate that it's not just a few hairs, it's the entire leg, joint to joint. A few moments later, I lean in for a kiss. But I come across a scent that's an equivalent to a nasty trash can at a carnival or theme park. Then I realize the source is coming from this girl's breath. Now I did not want to be rude, but I did not want to kiss the source of that scent because this girl for damn sure needed a breath mint, so I kissed her on the cheek because I did not want to dive into all of that just yet. And on top of that, we're watching a horror, alright, not a comedy. But tell me why this girl keeps laughing at this movie oh so constantly that I kind of sink in my seat knowing that all she's doing is embarrassing me. Then after the movie we leave. Then we drive a pretty awkwardly silent 10 minutes to her house. I walk her to her door and I ask if everything was okay. And she says, "I'm sorry I gave you such a bad time today." I looked at her, shocked. Then before she continued, I cut her off and told her the truth. I said, "Look, I noticed that you kept staring at me when I wasn't looking. And during the movie, your hair kept getting in my face and was distracting. You didn't let me hold you around your waist or hold your hand. I noticed you didn't shave your legs. I noticed you had hot breath like you weren't in touch with your salivary glands. And you laughed so much at a movie that was supposed to be scary that I felt pretty embarrassed. But I would be damned if I did not tell you that I loved it. I love how you lost yourself staring at me, then catching yourself with a quickness as I turned like I wasn't going to see. And your hair was very distracting. Distracting because I would run my fingers through it and it felt so soft and smelled so good I just wanted to feel it till I fell asleep. I love everything about you that is unusual. Even when you're ugly, crazy, and delusional because this unorthodox lifestyle that you live is so unique and different, it's just absolutely beautiful. The way you have an awkward but genuine laugh. The way I felt incomplete all these years, but now I see you're my better half. So if there was a bad moment in the time that we spent today, sorry, I must have missed it. Because every day I spent with you, no matter how bad it seems, is special. So don't you dare get it twisted." So that was the first piece. The second piece, this one's called A Week of Weakness. The first week of splitting up is hard. It always is. Because you go through many emotions from being content, sad, happy, or pissed. Your mood changes because your thoughts are going quick, but at the end of the day, she's still gone. And it is what it is. This first week, you're on my mind more than ever. So I cleaned everything in my house. Cleaning my way into forgetting everything I can, but I can't. Everything I do reminds me of you, you just can't seem to get out of my head. Like when I fold my sheets and make my bed, I see how much I toss and turn all night just thinking about the last words you said. So I move on to another thing. I start to swift for everything that has collected dust. But I realize that time collects it all, and every moment I spent away from you, there is some that is collecting on us. It's just that tough. I feel like hitting you up. No matter the outcome, it'll torture me, but you're so much like a drug, I just can't seem to get enough. I feel like just sitting down and talking to you, but I know you bring your friends jealousy and neglect. And then they're just gonna get in my head or just be a mess, and then you and I start to argue all in a wreck, and then I'll feel like I'm the one at fault. Because neglect says I was smothering you, and jealousy says, well, she's not talking to you, she's talking to another guy. But in reality, I'm not fighting with you, I'm fighting with them. Man, I wish you didn't have those friends. And now because of them, we're back to not being friends. So I go back to my room, start to pick up my clothes. Then I stumble upon my sweater from that night that I had let you borrow. The sweater to me used to mean of so much significance, but now I hate it because as I pick it up, it just reeks of your influence. I just want to throw it in the washer 10 times, not caring if it fades, and then after that Febreze the shit out of it, because the stench is far too sweet. It brings back these memories that for my own well-being, I don't want to keep. I stopped cleaning. I stopped working, so I guess that the therapy of cleaning just wasn't enough. So I try to shower, scrubbing hard till the water stings my flesh, trying to scrub away the feel of your touch, exfoliating because you've gotten under my skin, shampooing because of the condition I am in, getting deep into the roots because I'm trying to get rid of the oppression that's beneath my hair. I rinse and wish for it not to repeat. Then I dry myself off and I get dressed. I put my watch on, and next to it is the bracelet that you bought me. You didn't have to buy it, but you did. Since I'm doing everything to get my mind off of you, I decide to give it back. I drive to your house, place it on the knob of the door. I don't knock or ring the bell, I just left it there and walked back to my car with my eyes to the floor. Then I pick my chin up. I'm not hating you at all because forgiveness is the final act of love. Forgive and forget. I did the first and now it's time to forget. They say it takes twice as long as it takes to forget than it takes to know. Well, I'm sitting here thinking 4 days down and 4 more years to go. See, this is for all the women out there who think men don't burn. And when it comes to heartbreak, it is never anybody's turn. It doesn't matter who or what is to blame, because for the first week of going separate ways alone always feels the same. So those are the 2 pieces. Hope I can perform for you guys.